Okay, we're gonna be painting an abstract heart. Now, what you need to know, we are going to be adding a bunch of different colors to the base color. It's not going to be one color. So make sure you have your canvas, it's vertical, make sure you have your water. We have two brushes. We have the large red brush and we have a small red brush. Make sure you have those. You should have your chalk, which is laying on your paper towel, and then you have your colors. Again, we have yellow, orange, red, pink, and orange. These 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 colors are gonna be what we use on the background. The only one we're not using right now is white. The white will be used when we do the hearts. So when you always pull your paint brushes out of the water, you notice they're dripping. You always wanna make sure that you dab it on your paper towel to get all the water off. We don't want any water on our paintbrush. So again, we're going to be painting the canvas. Now remember, your canvas does have edges, so make sure that if you want to leave them white, you can, since we're painting it a different way. If you want to paint it, you just need to make sure that you add that. So you may have to pick it up and turn it when we're painting it. So you are going to kind of do this how you want to. You're gonna pick a color. I like to start with the lightest color first. And I'm just gonna paint some splotches of yellow. I don't want them to be too thick because it takes longer to dry. Okay, once I've got some yellow, I do want to clean the yellow off. Make sure I bounce it on my cup and then dab it on my paper towel to get all that off. And then I'm going to move to orange. I'm going to do the same thing. I don't want to go over the yellow. I can kind of mix it in, but I still want to leave some room. Now, if you just want to do 2 of these colors, that's fine. You don't have to do all the colors I've provided you. That's gonna be up to you. Or maybe you just wanna do 3. You've got to figure out how you want this, because this is gonna be the background. Okay, I've used orange. I'm gonna wash that off. Dab it off on the paper towel. Now I'm gonna go to the orange. So your goal with these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 colors, or 4 or 3 or 2 colors, is making sure you cover all of the white space on your canvas. Again, you're not using white, you're just using these colors. If you want to use pink and red, just use pink and red, or maybe red and orange, or yellow and pink. You've got to decide what 2, 3, 4, or all 5 colors you're going to use. Once you've done that, take your brush, put it in the water to soak. You will walk your canvas back to the yellow table to blow dry before we add the last step. Okay, now that your canvas is dry, make sure that there's no paint coming off. We're gonna use our chalk. Now we're gonna use our chalk to draw 2, 4, 6 hearts. We're gonna do smaller ones. We're gonna put 2 side by side. Now, if you have trouble drawing hearts, Miss Lawson or one of the other teachers can come help you. So we're using the chalk because we can erase it if we don't like it. So you're gonna be doing 2 hearts up here. 1, 2, 1. So there's 2. Rows, 1, 2, 3 in each row. So there's your 6. Miss Lawson will come pick up the chalk. Now, once we have got your hearts drawn, our goal is to paint the area around the heart. We're gonna leave the heart the color that we drew. So you're gonna use your big, actually, we're gonna use our small red brush. Make sure all the water off of it. We're gonna go to our white. And the first thing we're gonna do is trace these lines so we know where we are not painting. So the chalk I drew. So my goal is to not paint inside the heart. I want to paint the area around the heart. You've got to paint around them. Last step, wash off the paint. Then we're gonna do something with the back side of our brush. So I'm gonna get all that paint off. Now I'm gonna take my brush, I'm gonna take the handle, so I'm not using the hairs, the handle, and I'm gonna trace over these hearts with my handle, kind of digging into the paint. I call it drawing in the paint. Notice I'm kind of going bigger than my heart, around my heart. Again, this is with the back side of my brush. Just kind of adding lines around it. Okay, wipe that on your paper towel, put your brush in the water. So the last step is gonna be writing our initial. Now, we don't have black for this, so it's gonna be on one of the corners. So I'm gonna blow dry it, so bring it back to the yellow table, we'll blow dry this layer, and then the last step will be adding your initials. Okay, we're gonna go make sure this little corner, one of the corners is dry. I'm gonna get my small red brush, make sure all the paint is off. I'm gonna pick one of the 5 colors. We're not using white, so pick one of the other colors. I'm gonna go with yellow. And then you're gonna write your initials in the corner. Again, you've gotta make sure you know your initials. If you don't, one of the teachers will help you. Once you're done, put your brush in the water. Listen to Miss Lawson, she will tell you where to dump the water and where to put the paint brushes. Make sure that you do not dump the water, the dirty water in here where we're putting the paint brushes. Your paint tray will be trash, your paper towel will be trash, and Miss Lawson hopefully picked up your chalk.